Good day all, welcome to Black Bull Markets live from our trading floor. Keen to do a quick market update for you covering a lot of the FX crosses we've seen. Huge amounts of volatility, especially in the majors. Cables rallied over 250 points. Kiwis also broken through key technical levels. A lot of movement on the back of last week's equity sell-off. The dollar and gold continue to become stronger, and we're seeing big moves in other assets as well. Even on the commodity front, Brent and WTI continue to move again to the downside. So a lot of plays here to be had and interesting things to watch. I want to talk to you first about this move we've seen in the last 24 hours on cable, near 250 points, above 130. We're seeing a slight retracement now. Brexit headlines really being the spur for this move. Financial Times came out with a report talking about a deal that it's looking to be completed by the 21st of November. Further optimism around that pushed this pair above the 50-day moving average, as you can see on the chart here. However, later in the trading day, you did have some officials come out and deny that report. However, it hadn't had much of a change, so we're seeing cable move past a few resistance levels now, trading through this 130 level. As you can see, it's just around the 130 level, but it has broken that, and you can see the 4-hour chart trying to stabilize above this 130 point here. So the technical indicators on the RSI are showing a pretty overbought situation, and however, the cable doesn't seem to be losing any significant strength. The pair's immediate resistance probably around the 130.43 level. If we just draw that in here, just above this this swing high here, that was on the 23rd of October. So about a week and a bit ago. That was probably the recent high that cable's looking at breaking as an immediate resistance level. Above that, you have 131.30, which is just around there. Let's would be your over there, just showing a bit of a confluence there on the weekly chart, and the daily chart is looking good. You have a double top and this high here from the end of July. If you cross these two levels, you could see the pair move higher. So really looking at those two levels as some sort of near to medium term resistance, and it could be interesting to see how this one plays out. To the downside, however, if the bears continue to kick in and the dollar continues to strengthen, again, you're playing around with this range here between 129 and 130. It's interesting to see how this does play out, but what is clear is that any good news that does come out on the Brexit front is seeming to spur up cable, and we could see, you know, the consensus is for cable to get stronger once a deal is complete and the Brexit timeline moves forward. However, it's still a lot is to be said of the intricacies of the deal, and be very interesting to see how it plays out over the coming months, especially leading up this month to the 21st. On a more local front here, Kiwi dollar has had a pretty significant surge over the last 12 hours, catching an aggressive bid, looking to really build on some positive momentum, pushing past the 66 handle here. As you know, it's come under significant pressure following resource commodity trade sell-off in the Aussie and the Kiwi, respectively, against the US dollar, especially following implications of China trade tariffs on the two Australasian trading nations, and what this has caused is a pretty significant sell-off in the two pairs. But now you're starting to see buyers creep in off these 2.5-year lows here, and it is looking pretty cheap to a lot of people. So we could potentially see a play here on moving forward into Q4 of a Kiwi long, and you could get a move back up to the 68-69 cent mark easy there, especially if the sensitivity of this long continues, and you're seeing buyers come in with some significant force here, and there's a bit more room to be had on the upside. So it's finally broken that 50-day moving average as well. The short-term descending channel's been broken. Technical indicators on the daily chart do also signal further moves to the upside over a short to a medium term time period. So we could be at the beginning stages of a breakout here of this channel, which we could probably draw in. Around that level, and that's what was pretty significant about it. On the technical front, you'd be really looking to clear 67 cents just underneath there to get some sort of real movement above that level. So the weekly high as it stands is rather the monthly high is about 663. So that's where we are now. We're trading at monthly highs. Moving ahead of that, we're looking at about 67, just under the 67 cents mark, 66.90, around that point as a real test for this pair next. And it'll be interesting to see if we can get a follow through of this buying momentum. So keep your eyes on the Kiwi dollar, keep your eyes on cable. Two key assets we're looking at today, finishing off a very volatile October, of course, and now heading into a probably even more continued volatility for the month ahead. So keep your eyes on these two key assets over your next week, also on your trading screens, and good luck with your trading. For any further issues or any questions you may have, just feel free to contact us. Hit those subscribe buttons below for more great videos like this, and stay tuned. All the best with your trading.